What are you doing, Jay? Talk us through it,
I was going to go, hello! And look, but that's
no,
your
it's
thing,
mine.
that.
Hello, you lovely lot.
Don't do that.
Not
Anyway,
letting
we're
me
going
go,
technical again, and because it's freezing, Andy's made me fish.
Yes.
Thank you very much for that.
Mate, you're welcome.
Always a pleasure. Yeah, but yeah, the way it suits what I want to do.
Proper.
With it being absolute rock bottom, we've just had Christmas when it was like 27 degrees and phenomenal, and then we're back to work and it's 2 degrees.
It's so
freezing.
cold. I can't believe how cold it's gone so quick, Jay.
I don't know.
The fish are like proper ice cubes, aren't they?
It's gone on it, but it suits the video I want to do. And what I want to do is mega negative winter maggot fishing, which, if anything, would be more suitable for an F1 lake.
It's your fishing in general, isn't it? I'm just going to put one pellet in. Oops, I put 3 too many in.
But it's that sort of thing. But
yeah, definitely.
It's the way you fish partridge.
Yeah.
Very similar to how I'm fishing up at Monk Hall at the minute. I'd have loved to have demonstrated this on a snake lake.
Yeah.
But if we'd sit on a snake lake today, we ain't getting a bite.
Not a chance. Not until like 3:47 or something like that. Is it in an evening?
It just won't happen because we make so much noise. One of us makes so much noise that all the fish are gone.
Why are you pointing at me, Jamie?
Anyway, so we come to a lake. We come to Western Pools on the Stretton, nice open water where I can do the same sort of thing, but in open water. But it's the perfect conditions. It is stupidly clear. You can probably see about 3 foot down.
Yeah, easy.
And it's perfect for this mega negative maggot fishing that so many venues are right for.
Yeah, man.
I mean, now that F1s in particular, which that's what we're focusing on, F1s and carp, maybe an hide, once they get to a certain size, they stop eating pellets in the winter. For whatever reason. I think it's a venue thing, but maggots become the way. I think it's because the amount of bait you fish.
You
feed with pellets. I think you feed too many.
Well, even though it looks little, but to obviously the fish it's going in the water.
Yeah, and as well, you can't fish it in the right way.
No.
I'm thinking, not talking. So it's for really negative maggot fishing when you're just tapping in 1 or 2 maggots.
It's mad.
Like rock bottom. Whether you need to, I don't even think you need to feed. I think you could just do it without feeding.
Lifting it, laying it in every now and again.
You're dobbing with maggots, aren't you? But you're dobbing in a spot and you're trying to control it with a little tiny bit of feed. But it's how you have to do it.
Yeah.
Monk Hall, partridge, tunnel barn, all the same. All
catapults, and this goes out of the window completely. You just can't do it.
It does for the first period of your match. That can come into it later on when it gets scored last couple of hours.
Conditions are like this as well, Jay. Conditions like this, you ain't catching doing that.
Not a chance, man. This is the worst of the worst, isn't it? Freezing cold, clear. It doesn't get harder than this, pretty much. I mean, I'm starting how I'd fish a match. Again, ideally on a snake like it'd be, but I'm going to start exactly the same way in open waters today. It's not what I do if I sat here. Yeah. They've just put a load of stockies in here. I would go in and fish pellets. Yeah, that'd be the right thing today. But for
there's a surprise.
Purposes,
Jamie fishes pellets.
But you would.
Of course you would, mate.
That's what you do today.
With you.
We'd be on the pellets, wouldn't we, for their new fish?
Yeah.
But we're going to fish with maggots because it is perfect. It's really clear. We've had a dabble already. It's rock bottom. We can't get a bite, so it's going to be spot on for it. Yeah, we've had a talk about rigs already, but we're going to have a quick chat now in case people haven't seen that. And it's all about girly rigs.
Yes.
That I've spoke about for years and years, really delicate rigs that all I'm going to focus on for now is the bottom end, that have this stupid slow fall. So I plumbed up just as I would if I was fishing normally. I plumbed up to the middle of my body. Yeah, semi-curve can be created.
Go on the perch, on the curve.
Talk about that when we're actually fishing. Yeah, so you plumb just as normal, you're fishing your spot. Normally it's on a slope towards the far bank of a snake lake, but it's this bottom end that is the key. You have more slow fall, less weight.
That's it, lighter. So what have you got, 11s and 10s, Jay?
I've got 3 number 12s.
Have you got 12s? Yeah. Blooming it, mate.
Normally I use Stotts as well for this, but I put shot on because they look a bit posher.
Right.
So I've got 3 number 12s, and they can be depends on the depth, but they're generally in the bottom third of the rig.
That's well light, man.
Only has 2 or 3 number 12s. And it just creates a stupid slow fall. Because you're dobbing, that's all you're doing is grabbing their attention. It's tap water, it really is clear. So then fish can see 4 or 5 or 3 or 4 foot, who knows what. They can see a good distance in front of them to go and intercept bait. Yeah, and excuse me, if you can have that regular, not feed going through because they're not eating. So if you can keep feeding all the time, you create an area, you won't get a bite because nothing's eating the bait. But if you can have utter minimal feed, that 1 or 2 maggots, and your bait constantly just falling through, you're pissing them off. That's all you're doing, isn't it?
So just, three toes. What have you got above that for 4 or 5 number 10s or something?
After in this case, we got a lot of water. I've got 5.5 foot, nearly 6 foot.
Yeah.
After that, I've got a 412 float. So really light, very little stability in it.
Like that.
Yeah, because you don't need the stability. So I've got 3 number 12s, and then above that, I've got 5 number 10s.
Nice.
Yeah, which are just evenly spaced. So it's all my bottom half of the rig, pretty much. But it's like a third then a third of the shot in and a third with nothing. Pretty much about right for a Gailey rig, the sort of thing I want. But it's the bottom end that matters, because you're not having any fish intercept it in the top 3 foot, because nothing's in there, because you can see 3 foot flipping down. Yeah? The fish want to be hanging like half depth, a little bit lower, but they just sat there. They're literally just sat in balls out in the oar, just swimming around nice and slow, and you need to grab their attention as they're swimming past, but not with bait. Yeah, you are just pretty much dobbing with these little light rigs. So before I have a fish though, as well as you've got your rig, it's dead important. This is something that you're a big fan of. It's playing about your maggots as well, in the way you hook them. Thought I'd throw that in quick before, yeah. I mean, the way you hook your maggot is massive, because again, it's accentuating that slow fall. It's got to look sexy, so I'm going to give it a little rub.
Oh, you're giving it a
rub? I'm really not helping, am I, with the old innuendos for you? Innuendos.
He's all right, straight on.
Kill it, make it flat, and hooking maggots like that.
Yeah, boy.
This is where it like derived from for me. It was in the old tunnel barn days when I used to fish with Joe. When I used to fish the team matches at a tunnel with Joe, and it was fishing stupidly light rigs that sank down really slow.
Makes such a difference, man.
But hooking your maggot in that way.
Love it.
So we've spoke about loads when shallow fishing, haven't we? Creating a parachute.
Yeah.
That it's another way of just making your maggot slow the fall of your rig down almost, and does make it look a hell of a lot sexier.
Jenny Wren!
That was Robin, that one, wasn't it?
Robin.
Just makes it look a hell of a lot sexier, slows it down, and again, gives you more chance of the fish finding that bait, or seeing the bait if you like, as it goes down and catching.
Love it, mate.
So big thing for me, that. So that's how we're going to start. We are literally going to go straight in.
Go on, Jay lad, come on, talk us through it.
See if I don't catch one.
Come on.
So, first thing.
Come on, Jay lad.
Feeding or lack of, as I'm going to say, yeah?
Come on, how many are you getting in? You've got to be an even number, mate.
Yeah.
Can't put 1 or 3 in.
Oh, I was going to put 3 in.
No, it's got to be 4, mate.
I'll put 4 in then. I'll put 4 in just for you. First thing, massive, is having a sprinkle lid. Yeah, really important to have a sprinkle lid, because I'm putting so little bit of bait in.
Yeah.
I don't want anything to fall out, and I want to potentially have some bait in there for later on, but I'm not going to do that yet. So at the minute...
Whoa. You want to have some bait in from only putting 4 in?
No, that's for later on, I said. No, now I'm putting 4 in, and it's going straight in.
But, like, obviously, as it progresses, then...
I may put 6 in and be wild later. And if it goes solid,
put 20 in.
20. I might feed 20 all day. But no, I genuinely, I put 4 in.
I'm still laughing about that blooming birch house match. That's how I fed that.
If I were at Monk Hall or Partridge, I'd feed 2. Like, genuinely would feed 2 and think nothing of it. Be happy to feed 2.
Right,
so first thing I'm going to do is flip my rig in.
Yeah.
That one topping behind it then.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to line up with my aerator, tap me 2 in or 4 in. So you've made me overfeed it.
What?
Yeah, nothing. Let me flick that in again.
So is that what you do anyway, though? Do you put your magwise in first and then flick your rig in?
Flick
so
me bait in.
Potentially falling a little bit with that bait.
Hold it tight, yeah. And I've chucked it there. The massive thing is how I lay my rig in.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah, so the wind's coming towards me. So I flicked it that way, far away, upwind.
Always getting that tight.
So, see the size of him then.
Get him on them resharps.
Did you get him, Reece?
That was big in that. Yes, it's always keeping it tight.
But it keeps it tight, yeah. It means I'm not fighting my float, doesn't it?
Like that.
Because it's all trying to marry up on its own.
Oh, is that going in?
No.
And we've talked about that quite often as well, folks. In obviously when you're plumbing up, if you've got like a bit of a deviation of the ground sloping off one way to the other, always lay it in that way.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
The right way, isn't it? But it's to keep it tight, isn't it, ultimately? Yeah. Create a curve, because this rig is the lightest you can possibly get.
Are we on it now? Are you on it?
Yeah, it's curving, isn't it? It'll be a bit of a curve.
The curve.
You love that, don't you? But right, I'm looking topping now. It's like a trout farm now.
Get some barrels up. Get some barrels
so
up.
So it creates a curve on the bottom, which does at least show me bites up. It's nowhere near as magnified as a pellet rig would be.
Yeah.
With any shot, because I've got flipping no shot down the line pretty much.
And this is now why you don't want to be lifting and dropping in it because of that.
Well, you can lift and drop and all that, but you lose the curve. But this is about laying it in.
So is it all about experimenting for you now, Joe, with how often you'd lift the rig out, lay it in?
I'm just going to do it constant. Yeah, because if I'm fishing on the bottom and I'm getting a bite after 20, 30 seconds,
yeah, man,
then what's the point of me having this rig on?
Yes.
Yeah, I've got this rig on for a reason, because it's crap. Nothing's going on my bait.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to grab their attention. If these
Jay,
ones
why
are
would
topping,
you put a crap rig on? How dare you?
You know what I mean? The fishing's crap. My rig's beautiful, isn't it? So I'm just going to keep on laying it in.
Go on, mate.
Let's flick it, big long straight line. But my float's always in the same place.
You can just see how it's all coming through.
Yes, and see how long it takes to settle. So the first bit whizzes down, the first 2/3, with them 10s on, like up to about here. And then this last bit is all sneaking in now.
Lovely how it just comes to, innit?
See how nice, but it takes ages, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What's that took? 10 seconds? You having that? By the
Yeah,
time it's a good 10 seconds, isn't it?
So it's settled now, isn't it?
And now it's probably just settling like now, innit? But that's a hell of a lot of time to give them fish a chance to see it and eat it. Yeah.
So what are you, I mean, I always talk about having set sort of routines. So winter time, it's 8, 10, 12 minutes before come back, feed it again. Are you just literally just going to lift that rig out, lay it in, like you're doing? You're not going to come back and feed anymore?
I'm not expecting my feed to have any impact on the bites I actually
get. So it's literally just that rig. That's what we've got that rig on for.
Yeah, you're dobbing.
Yeah, man.
I'm convinced you. Do you know what I mean? The feed might attract 1 out of 5 fish into your peg.
Are you saying this is purely for sort of like more stockers and carps and not silvers? Or...
No, of course not. No, it's F1 fishing.
Yeah, man.
It's literally F1 maggot fishing in winter. Maybe some carp. If it were honestly with commons and mirrors, I think no feed is the only way.
Yeah,
like none.
Before, yeah.
Yeah, you feed 10 maggots and they're gone. They're packing.
Is that why I never catch any carp in the winter?
Yeah, a little bit. You like giving them a bit of bait, innit?
I know, I've learned, mate. I'm learning.
See, when the wind stops, I can get away with flicking it anyway.
Right, yeah.
Because it can tighten up and I can hold it against it. But when that wind blows, I always want to chuck it upwind. And I'm gonna do it literally 10 times. So I'm gonna lay my rig in 10 times and then I might come back and feed another 4 or 5.
Right, get you.
But
Whoa, no, it's got to be 4.
Okay, 4.
Even numbers, Jay, come on.
But that's how I'll start things. I mean, I'll watch everyone else, I'll see what people are doing. If feed's working better, then I feed.
So you've not ruined anything, you've left everything as it should be in your swim, haven't you? Nothing's, obviously getting in the way of you.
There's no pile, is there?
To draw and fishing. That's what I wanted to get to. Why didn't I just say...
Yeah, no pile of bait.
The pile.
There's nice. You can
simple, isn't it?
And it's you're dobbing, but you're not. I mean, because you have got a little bit of an area, but you've not got an area to create as like an unsafe zone that other people might do by putting loads of bait in. So if feeding is wrong, which you'd expected it to be anyway because you're doing this, then the people around you that feed it should send the fish into your peg and make it better. So you're giving yourself a chance for them to build up without creating that load of bait. So nothing's happened yet. It is a load of rubbish.
Say we've been through it. It's rock bottom. It's freezing, man.
It is hard, isn't it? But it's for filming wise, it's hard, isn't it? Because we need things to happen quick.
Well, I think this is what obviously them lovely lot want to see. They want to see what it's like, and you know what I mean. How you can winkle fish out on desperate days.
Yes, but
to start with,
the realistic target as well. If again, I keep referring to them places, but Partridge, Tunnel, them, you're looking for 10 fish in 3 hours.
I was going to say you don't really catch anything for 3 hours, do you?
It's not many bites, is it? But you're making the most. You're catching them 10 fish for 20 to 30 pounds.
Yeah.
When other people are catching 2 or 3 fish by feeding.
Yeah.
Or feeding an amount. I'm going to give this 2 more goes and then I'm going to feed again. But next time I'm going to put, in fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put 8 in and I'm going to use it as a drip pot instead. So although it feels like nothing.
Literally keep it upturned and let them wriggle out.
Just every now and again turn one over, yeah. It's the visual aspect that there's no bed of bait on the bottom for any fish to feed over.
Yeah.
Because I don't want that, because they're not going to.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do not want to eat anything. They're just, oh, go on, I'll have that because it's going right past the nose. But if I can have another maggot falling through the water, that's all your attraction is.
Yeah, man.
100% of your attraction is the bait falling, not the pile on the bottom. Because I'd imagine by feeding that slow as well, by feeding 3 or 4 every 5 or 10 minutes, even if they don't get eaten, I reckon a couple disappeared anyway. They're hidden by then, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, they've gone under a leaf, they've gone under, they've disappeared, haven't they?
Come on, George, let's go to this bar up here, haven't they? Just wandering off somewhere.
So I'm never feeding enough for there to be a pile of maggots on the bottom.
Yeah.
That's even.
But then obviously with your rig being so delicate as well, you're seeing when fish are coming into your swim, aren't you? So not with any signs, nothing's coming yet.
I think you don't see like a pellet rig where you see anything that's moving in your peg.
Because it's a bit more positive, you mean?
Yeah, you don't see the sexy indications of fishes in your swim because you've not got any of that weight down the bottom end.
Yeah, man.
But it's not for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's for catching the ones that aren't feeding.
Yeah.
I do think it's proper. Now it's when it does it, isn't it? Even for skimmers, for whatever, they don't want to be on the bottom. They want to sit off.
No, they're sitting off and they're following your bait down.
Yeah, baby.
It's mad how many bites you get on the
It's
job.
just the clarity everywhere at the minute. It's gone, hasn't it? Like
man.
stupid clear at the minute.
Yeah.
That went out nice then. I like that. So I'm just going to put 2 in. I've
Over
had 3 then. I might have had 4 then, even like proper giving them. But I put 8 to make up this time.
Go on.
So see that just the drip pot allows that to happen.
Yeah.
Or the drip lid. Instead of dumping them all in,
It's very rare I use. In fact, I can't remember
I
last
do
time I
reckon
used
you
one, Jay.
see that? Yeah, baby. See
yeah,
how good
boy,
that
it
was?
was
Oh, no.
That was an id, I reckon.
It looked iddy, didn't it?
Yeah.
And I've just fed me 2 or 3 maggots now.
But the difference.
But
you know
see
what I
when the
mean?
bite come?
Yeah.
The bite went anywhere near the bottom then.
So, interesting what you did then, Jay. Obviously, you hooked that fish. It fell off, but it fell off.
Yes.
You put the maggots in. Yeah, so obviously, good thinking. You're going back now, and obviously the maggots are going to be sort of like half depth. Fish are going to be coming into them.
Yeah,
Are you
man.
going to fill your pot up again?
I'm going to put like 2 or 3
you're
in
going
it.
to put 8 in again.
But I'm not going to feed them when I get out because I've already got bait going down.
Is that something what you do anyway though? So you try and get them off one feed, hook a fish, feed it again, so that you're keeping fish in your swim.
Not so much keeping you in your swim. No,
You're not like bothered about
I want
that.
to get rid of my bait because I don't want to shit back with bait in my pot and spill it somewhere else.
Right, get you.
Can't handle that.
Yeah.
It probably doesn't make a difference with 2 maggots, but I can't handle it. Yeah, sprinkle pot has to be emptied when I've hooked a fish.
That was mint. You said it yourself that time when you laid that rig in.
It was tight and right, wasn't it?
Ooh, right tight. We'll
Right
like
tight,
Jay.
that one. I bet we don't get
right
a bloody nugget now.
tight. Like that.
So lay him in. Not going to feed because we just fed. Oh.
Oh, Jamie.
Fed one fell out.
Wobbly.
With that little tweak.
That lovely little dinky ding dang diddly do that, mate. Blooming ids.
And all that was an id, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But really high up that. I bet you that was like 4 foot.
It just shows you how versatile that rig is then, doesn't it?
It just gives you a chance, doesn't it? So it's every possible fish that comes from your peg, I want to get a bite off it. Not have a rig that goes through too fast.
Yeah.
And I miss the massive percentage that are watching me bait go down. Because it's definitely what they do. You notice I probably had 20 minutes fishing, haven't I? And we've had a couple of bites.
Yeah.
None of the bites have been now.
No, nothing when it's settled.
And it's little window, 10 seconds. If you haven't had a bite and one hasn't followed that bait down,
You're laying in again, aren't you?
yeah, you won't get a bite. Even my elastic's drooping, that's how cold it is. So I'm going to feed me 2 more maggots. That's a great big long straight lovely lines and just hold on tight to it. So it's a busy hour way of fishing. It keeps you nice and warm because you're not just sat trying to keep everything still and perfect all the time. Even though you're not feeding, you're sort of making something happen. I mean, you're flicking your rig about and you're giving you the best chance of getting that new fish that's swimming past.
Yeah.
Because if it swims past when your rig's on the bottom,
That's it, you're not
you're not going to catch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think even when it's cold like this, they do still swim, and especially with other people fishing.
It's obvious too with the amount of fish that are topping. You know, they're topping every few minutes, aren't they? Really, them little stockies and that.
Yeah,
and
man, it's keeping them moving.
So they are moving a bit.
I think they're just moving away from us today, don't you?
100%. It's his fault. That Richard, CEO behind the cameras.
Yes.
Like comes in all this blooming
Fish repellent.
bright gear and all that, giving it all this and stomping and clomping and talking too loud. Oh, sorry, he's listening. He's listening, Jay. Shh, he's listening.
Don't tell him. But no, so I'm going to carry on. Because say there's not a lot to it. That's the issue of this. The tricky thing today was there's not loads about it.
This is what it's about, though, isn't it?
It's just being busy, innit, and chucking it all different directions.
Yeah. This is the rig that's going to catch your fish on desperate days like it is.
Yes.
Go on, the blackbird. Blackbird
unbelievable.
round you, magpie tray, mate.
So I could do this in a couple of areas as well. I couldn't on this peg today because it's different depths. But if I was on Snake Lake, I could have like left and right, 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock job.
Yeah.
I mean, and have 2 maggots over there, drop it over that 10 or 15 times. No, there's nothing there. Go to my other one.
Yeah.
And you can skip things about that way. You're never accumulating that bait pile. That's the one thing that we need to emphasise, isn't it? It's a way of fishing without feeding anything, really. So I'm not having it there's any bait on the bottom. There's like 1 or 2 maggots about.
Oh, definitely.
There's no chance there's a pile to attract fish. But I can still do that if I want to. I can pick catty up.
Yeah.
I mean, and feed a bit of bait. I probably wouldn't because I don't think it's right. And
Again,
you can't.
It's different. Yeah, different kinds of rig.
You can't be a stingy, can you, either?
That hardly didn't even move, did it?
Well, it's not going to as well. You've got to whack anything.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing to move. Your bites are crap.
Yeah.
Because you've got so much little shot to move everything.
That's a stocky, isn't it?
It feels like it, yeah.
You are, Jay lad. He knows his schnizzle, folks, doesn't he? Go on.
Is he? Oh, he's a little weird. Oh, he's a little baby stocky.
Is it? Little baby one?
Look how clear it is. I can see that easy 3 foot. It's another blondie one.
Oh, go on, Jay. They don't blooming feed them blondies.
Oh, we caught him.
Snared one, haven't you? Margo, yeah. I'm getting method envy, Jay.
So even though it's like, look where he's hooked.
Proper top lip.
Yeah, proper like.
Oh, go on, mate.
Beautiful.
To be fair, I don't think I'd have stuck at that bite.
No.
I'd let it develop.
Like barely moved it, didn't it?
Go on, mate.
Don't mind catching them. But that's what you fish for, isn't it? 10 of them.
Yeah, no, that's what it is. But then you're waiting for like that 90 minutes, aren't you, at the end when the light starts to go and
then
you've
different
been
things
priming
happen.
somewhere else.
That's when you catch somewhere else.
That's what I mean. But you're waiting for that. We're talking you through what to do at the start when it's desperate like it is.
Yes, really, really low down. When did that bite come then? I wasn't paying attention. It was quick. It was within 20 seconds, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Of it going in. That's my elastic being
You just
weird.
don't get anything when it's settled, do you?
No.
What about then lifting and dropping, Jay?
No point. Yeah, you
So
mess
lift
your
whole
rig
rig out.
Yeah, it's that curve again. But it upsets it all.
What?
Yeah, as soon as you lift and drop and put it down straight again.
I don't know. Because like, oh mate.
I'd rather
so when
lay
I'm
me
lifting
all
and
rigging.
dropping, I'll lift it out. Like for like this, when it's deeper, I'll lift it out, but I'll drop
And
it
move
at an
the
angle,
flow.
so it's coming back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm not saying no, but I am.
Go on, the Robbins.
What a fighting look.
Oh mate, it's scrapping.
Well, there's 3.
Mating season, isn't it?
Is it?
Females. Yeah.
Right, there we go. Give him 2.
Christmas, isn't it?
Hold him tight.
And that was after you fed that second lot, I know, wasn't it?
Yeah, quite a bit after it, though, wasn't it? So I don't think they're not responding to any bait, are they?
Oh, go ahead. Get wagged out, J lad.
It's really gone, hasn't it? Everything's gone that
Well,
way.
they do. That's what happens when you're on your own, isn't it? That's why obviously it's different in the matches.
Yes. Many. But all I like seeing them topping because that means everything's up as well, though.
I'm moving. Yeah,
Isn't it? Yeah, they're moving, they're active, but everything's up.
Yeah.
Nothing wants to be on bottom where it's cold and miserable. They want to have a suntan today. Oh, I'm going to have a couple more casts like this. And then I might change spot and see. Because, say, location's everything as well. They're not necessarily going to come to me. If I'm in an area where nothing is swimming,
Yeah.
then I'm wasting my time being there. I mean, you know very quick whether there's going to be fish in that area.
Yeah, man.
I mean, you bait a little bit of a homing in point, obviously the stuff that you're feeding, but with F1s and again.
About confidence in regards to bait colour and everything as well, Jay, yeah? You'd have
Yeah.
some white magpies.
You like a
potentially
white one, don't you?
I love a
I'm
white
never into a
magpie.
white one.
disco. You know what I mean? Get the old disco pink eyes on it as well, Jay.
Oh, it is just for visibility.
Oh, mate. But it's mad. Squirrel! It's mad what like confidence you have. Get the squirrel in it.
Floor. You've well won the squirrel game. That's 3 you've had now.
That's 3, mate. And 2 Jenny Wrens. You know what I
You
mean?
smashed me to bits on squirrel game. What animal? What do we have?
Jenny Wren and
No,
squirrel.
we had a thingy, did we? We had a. What did he want today? I was gonna
Jenny
say,
Wren, we said.
Didn't he say a falcon or a adderhawk or
kestrel.
something? A kestrel, he said.
Yeah, we haven't seen any kestrels. But no, I'm convinced, like, obviously clear water as well, just like visible baits, I think they stand out better. And you know
Yeah.
what I mean? But again, it probably doesn't make a blind bit of difference, Dave, but it's confidence as well.
No, it's not. It does. Visibility's a thing, isn't it? It's bright things to make them stand out.
Yeah, boy.
mate.
I'm going to apologise on his behalf, folks. Has that been under half an hour?
You would, yeah.
No, liner.
It wasn't.
Don't
no,
miss
was
proper
it?
bites, you, Jay, lad.
It wasn't, was it?
It was, mate. It was
beautiful.
slow. It was a liner, that.
I'm looking for flipping squirrels.
Mate, you can't beat me now. You're well behind.
I'm well behind now.
I had 2 in 1 chuck, mate, didn't I?
Well behind. But no, see, we're pretty much at where it gets to now. You know, it doesn't. I want it to get really. I was looking at the beard that time.
What is he doing?
Yes.
I might have to apologise on his behalf again, you lovely lad.
Oh, I was at 2
But
on
look
bounce.
how it's got going, though. You know what I mean?
Do you think
From how desperate
you get
it is.
spells, don't you?
Yeah, oh,
your
definitely.
peg doesn't get good.
No,
You have a little spell now of like 2 or 3 bites.
I don't think it's ever going to get good with this. You're gonna pick fish off that other people aren't going to catch, but there's nothing there to hold them when they do want to munch. But that's why you have that other swim, innit?
Yeah, this
Obviously.
isn't sustainable for a day's fishing, is it?
No, but you're going to catch fish when other people aren't necessarily if they're not doing it right. Are you?
Yes.
And that's what we're.
It's just being busy, isn't it? I suppose
focusing
that's
on.
what it comes down to.
It is. How quick does it go? Even when it's hard, how quick does time go though when it's like this?
Yeah, but if
You
you
lay
just
that
sat there
rigging.
on the pellet rig, it doesn't, does it? When you just sat on bottom, not
Oh,
moving
yeah.
anything,
No.
it's
Or s-
horrendous.
Or sat on the ledger bomb and it stains.
Oh, I can't do
motion.
that. They come up this time of year, they come up, don't they?
Yeah, man.
As soon as you get a bit of sun, everything wants to be up. Now I've got to work out whether that feed's important or not.
I don't know. That head one seemed to come to that bait, didn't it? But then
Yeah.
after that, it's been sort of like 10 to 15 seconds on the bottom, hasn't it?
Very scatty in it, the way the bites are coming as well.
Nothing when you're leaving it. But I don't know, like how slow they are. Or do you think that's to do with the shotting because of slow bites?
Yeah.
Jay?
I think you don't see
Yeah?
it. Yeah.
You don't think you're going to get
There's a hell of a lot of movement in your rig before you see a bite, which that's why I don't like the lift and dropping thing. Just because it's floppy and it's just not right. You know what I mean? There's no tautness in your rig. It's from that last number 10.
It's very tight.
Them number 12s do nothing.
No.
Absolutely nothing to straighten your rig out, do they?
No.
They're just to sink your line, if anything else. So you can barely see them registering, even with a, what have I got on, a 1mm bristle. The number 12s, you can't clearly see them. It goes from the 10s to, oh, it sinks nice and quick.
I think it's that Maguire that's sinking it, isn't it?
Yeah, it probably is, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that's the fastest sinking object.
Go on, Blackburn, look at him, right at me. Oh, mate, he has a wallet.
Nice, isn't it, now?
What's that? Is that an id or a big one?
I think it's an old one.
Oh, I love that walloping. Give us a go. Getting method envy, folks. I want to go.
We're liking it now.
I do. I do like this style of fishing, though. Working at it, sneaking a little bit of bait in, dead light.
Oh, he is. He's an old one.
It's amazing. And it just shows you. You know what I mean? What have we had? What have we been fishing? 20 minutes.
Yeah. Well, that 10 fishing, 2 to 3 hours.
That's what I mean.
I'll take that.
You're well on for it.
Yes.
And then you're waiting for that arrival.
These are the fish that you catch doing it, innit?
Yeah, boy.
Clever ones that don't eat pellets, that are just moody. They don't eat bread anymore.
I really hope, Jay, it don't fall off.
I hate you.
Because nobody would like to see it fall off and for your rig to get snarled.
I'm playing it like a little girl just so we make sure we get him.
Come on, Jay. Oh, look at him. Beautiful, mate.
Out. But no.
Beautifully done, Jamie.
They are the fish. I'm not going to show you because it was like there. But they are the boys that we want to do, aren't they? The clever ones that you can't catch dobbing anymore because we've upset them for years and years and years.
Yeah.
They don't eat pellets. They just swim around giving us the V's all day, don't they?
Yeah.
But I think that's about it, Andrew. There's not a lot more to it than that, is there? It's just the...
You see now, like, obviously when we first started off, it was 8 to 10 minutes and things are starting to happen now, aren't they? You know what I mean?
But slow, steady, without ever the fear of upsetting a peg because you're never putting the bait in.
You can't, as you say, you're not putting any bait in.
Right. I'll have one more chuck and then we'll go pub. You're not going to speak for this one? We'll have silence, Andy.
Just going to look at the camera.
Yeah, I'm just going to sit here and look pretty.
Get my good side in.
Right, come on. Come on, your good side. Why is that your good side?
Just is, right hand side is my good side. Everyone has a good side and a bad side.
Why is
the profile, better that side, innit?
That's it. You got a little rosy cheek going on the right hand side.
I know, mate. It's my good side.
But only on the right hand side?
That's probably alcohol.